through it. So our reciprocal identities, we have secant of theta equals 1 over cosine theta. We have cosecant of theta equals 1 over sine theta. We have cotangent of theta equals 1 over tangent of theta. Quotient identities, you have tangent theta equals sine of theta over cosine theta. And we have cotangent of theta equals cosine theta over sine theta. Pythagorean identities using sine and cosine. So this was the first one we learned. So you have sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1. And then off of this one, don't forget, you can subtract cosine from both sides and get sine squared equals 1 minus cosine squared, and do the same thing for sine. I'm not going to write that on here because to me you should be able to get that from here. Using tangent and secant, you have tangent squared theta plus 1 equals secant squared theta. That's one from the Edpuzzle. And then using cotangent and cosecant, you have 1 plus cotangent squared theta equals cosecant squared theta, also from an Edpuzzle. Then you have the sum and difference identities. So if you have sine of alpha plus or minus beta, this one is going to be sine of alpha cosine beta plus or minus cosine alpha sine beta. Then you have cosine of alpha plus or minus beta. So you have cosine alpha cosine beta minus plus sine alpha sine beta. So 2 times sine theta cosine theta. And then this one, there's 3 of these. So we have cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta. That's equal to cosine 2 theta. We also have 1 minus 2 sine squared theta. And we have 2 cosine squared theta minus 1. Okay, then flip the sheet over and we have a blank unit circle. Okay, and I just want to make sure that you have a copy that's filled out correctly. So I am going to fly through this. So if you want to pause it after I'm done, you can try to fill it out as I go. It doesn't matter. So on these dashed lines, I'm going to put the degrees. So you have 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, 120 degrees, 135 degrees, 150 degrees, 180, 210, 225, 240, 270 degrees. Where am I at? 300 degrees, 315, 330, and 360. Okay, then the next thing we're going to do is radians. So we have 0, pi over 6, pi over 4, pi over 3, pi over 2. And then we have 2 pi over 3, 3 pi over 4, 5 pi over 6, and pi. Then we've got 7 pi over 6, 5 pi over 4, 4 pi over 3, 3 pi over 2, 5 pi over 3, 7 pi over 4, 11 pi over 6, and 2 pi. Okay, now we'll go ahead and fill in the coordinate points. So we'll start with 1, 0, then root 3 over 2, 1/2, root 2 over 2, root 2 over 2, 1/2, root 3 over 2, 0, 1. So now on this one, all of the x's are going to be negative. So we have negative 1/2, root 3 over 2, negative, root 2 over 2, negative, root 2 over 2, negative root 3 over 2, and 1/2, negative 1, 0. I think I'm going to sneeze again. Maybe not. Nope, I did. Excuse me. All right, then we've got negative root 3 over 2, comma, negative 1/2. Negative root 2 over 2, negative root 2 over 2. Negative 1/2, negative root 3 over 2, 0, negative 1. And then 1/2, negative root 3 over 2, root 2 over 2, comma, negative root 2 over 2, and root 3 over 2, comma, negative 1/2. See if I can get the whole thing. Okay, so go ahead and make sure you have that all copied. I think I did it all right. I kind of flew through that. Let me just check all my negative signs. This one up here, I don't know why I made that negative. Do you think I said negative? That should be positive. Those are all negative, negative. Okay, you should be good, so make sure you have that.